Hello and welcome to another episode of This Week in Football, covering some of the happenings that are happening around the pitch, around the world, guys. There's a lot of things that are happening. This might actually end up being a default look into the CONCACAF U17s. But, guys, a lot of interesting things happening, guys. If you are new to this or you're here on the watch back, we do primarily Canadian content. We cover African content because we wouldn't be the Africans if we didn't cover it, and as well as some club football. So please do give us a like this type of content and let us know how you feel about what is going on in the game of football around the world. So we had a few things we wanted to talk about today. We had anything from Man U getting you manager. We have Bayern winning another Bundesliga title after beating Dortmund in their Klassiker. We have what feels like the collapse of Man U in every sense on the pitch, and a lot of interesting things. But then when you look at it, there's also the U17 that's happening, and you forget your schedule and you realize, oh yeah, this is happening at the same time. So this is a interesting choice. So we'll definitely take a look and see what's happening with that. But guys, yeah, let us know in the comments or in the chat what story caught your attention this week. There's a lot of interesting stories in the world of football, definitely. Other interesting question I want to ask was, who are you looking forward to, hoping for, if you're Canadian or if your country's going to the World Cup? Who are you hoping for to have a friendly against? There's been a few friendlies been announced in North America. USA will be taking on Morocco. There's a Uruguay matchup coming. There are talks of Ghana going and playing Mexico. Um, and that's the question we want to ask you as well. Who would you want to play for as a friendly as well? So we have those stories. We have what's happening in the different leagues that you're watching. Let us know how you're feeling, and let's go from there. Let's pull up, see who is here. No one's here as of yet, but guys, let us know how you're feeling with that. So, interesting stories in the world of football that are happening. But again, today might just end up being a a fun time watching and enjoying this U17. I think we're just gonna watch this U17 as we're here and really enjoy it as we go. But guys, yeah, if you have any comments on Man U and their new manager, Bayern winning the title, or which country you want to see your country play as a friendly, gearing up for the different matchups, let us know in the comments below. And we're gonna go from there. So right now we do have in this game going on. This is gonna turn into a CONCACAF watch along, and that's fine. So CONCACAF U17 and DR, the hosts playing the hosts. So let us take a look. 14 minutes in and no goals. I mean, you're playing the host at home, so let's see how they work themselves into this game. Wow. Okay. Nia Rose with an early shot here, breaking through the defense. Nia Rose is coming and has a point to make. Nia just slipping through the defenders with good time and tries to blast it right towards the keeper. Canada putting on the pressure. Loving what's going. Let's look at this defending. Okay. U17. So here we go. So we are here this week in football, guys. If you want to give us a comment of stories that caught your attention, feel free to do so. We're just gonna, hang out here and just enjoy the time as we're going. Here we go. Short ball in and covered by the keeper. We are 15 minutes into this match and still no goals. I think. Oh, a bad catch. And Can Dominican take advantage of this bad bounce? Nope. And the ball is covered by the defense. You Canada definitely showing great recovery, but we will see how they feel and how they look. Playing out from the back. Let us go on from here, guys. So we are 16 minutes in. If you guys are here, if you're watching this game, let me know how you're feeling about this game. If you have stories this week that have caught your attention. Speaking of other interesting stories that have caught a lot of attention, we'll kind of get to this a little bit later on. But I mean, Barca supporting their women's program the way they have in Champions League has been great to see for women's football. And I'm hoping more teams hop on this type of bandwagon and start to give them some good exposure. I mean, I know we can look at Barca and say they're specifically one club, but man, Camp Nou sold out twice for Champions League matchups. That is remarkable. And it's great to see. And I'm hoping, we can see a little bit more coming off with that, with different teams coming through. But yes, so far we are 17 minutes into this game. So we are definitely going to take a look at that and enjoy. But guys, if you are coming in, let us know how you feel. What stories have caught your attention so far this week? And as well, what are you looking forward to seeing this week to come when it comes to the week in football? Men's and women's were here. We are kind of hanging out as we're all watching the uh, Canada match against Dom Rep for the U17s. 18 minutes in and still no goals, but some good opportunities for Canada. All right. Definitely an interesting matchup to take a look at. But guys, let us know how you feel about this matchup a little bit later. Ball brought. Dom Rep doing good to really break up passes, but they've given up the better opportunities. That is not to be denied. Canada trying to spread out the pitch, a miscommunication on that pass. Dom Rep trying to break it through. Ball sent in. Maloof definitely looking to get involved in the game. And Canada now down the wing with not much support. It looks like another corner coming up for Canada. Good work from Maloof there on the corner, guys. This is definitely how we are looking. This is going to go. So we have Isabel Monk here about to take a corner here. See if Canada can finally convert here. Short ball in, header sent, and nothing. And off again, guys. They most definitely are impressing this early into the tournament. Dom Rep definitely not afraid to build from the back, but a little bit shaky on the ball there. Ball back in quickly for Canada. Baby Reds on the move. Maybe that's what it is. I haven't said Baby Reds enough. See how they are looking. Good opportunities, but Dom Rep is not a bad side at this level. Here we go on. Here comes Audie bringing the ball in. Maloof bringing it in. Playing too much with the ball and goal kick coming. 20 minutes in, guys, and still no goals. So Definitely an interesting ball sent out wide here now for Canada. Perot with the ball cuts it back in, looking for Monk. Another superb save on by Pena. Pena has been playing well this game. What a save by the keeper. They can't. This game is not scoreless for lack of trying. Let's be real here. This game is not scoreless for lack of trying. Pena has been on her head, and I guess we know why she's the captain. Let's see, a third corner. It feels like our fourth corner. I think lots of corners. Here we go. Looks like just building a wall for defending. Looks like that's what Domrep is going to do. Can Canada puncture this now? Finds the floor, ball shot, and over the nets. The guys got to keep on putting shots on targets, and they should be fine. What a interesting aspect of this. But no, they are. Canada's definitely is tied, but not for lack of opportunities. Keeper's been definitely playing well. What an interesting game. Interesting game, guys. If you're stopping by for a little bit, let us know how you feel. Any stories that caught your attention this week. And I think, as the commentator say, Canada's been moving the ball very well, and it's just a matter of they just have to now be able to finish. Here we go. Domrep able to snuff out a good, but Domrep has been able to defend well in space, taking away some opportunities. And let's see how this continues to go. Ball played back to the keeper, enjoying the time. Paloma Pena has been playing very well. And she played U20. Yeah, she did play U20. Now here comes Canada, led by Emma Humphreys, playing well, moving the ball, looking now, definitely moving the ball well here. Just haven't been able to convert as of yet. Maloof on the right. Another good save. Maloof is not afraid to shoot, and that is interesting on that aspect. Maloof definitely has an eye for goal and definitely sized that one up. And another corner for Canada, guys. What an opportunity. What a shot. Look at them go. Definitely looking well. A lot of good shots on target, but just haven't been able to penetrate and get the goal. So hopefully another opportunity for them coming here. Ball in, mix in, and an own goal. Own goal, and Canada is on the board. Audie with a good delivery. Man, that's a tough first goal to concede. It's a very tough, but hey, you got to be able to really adjust. We're just updating this. We might as well. We might as well. Things as we go along. Pena definitely playing well, but I think the issue with them is just that they haven't been able to do. So let's see how they're able to now react. I wonder if this deflates a bit of Dom rep, but they've been playing well. There's no doubt about it. They have been playing well. A nice switch, but then a good recovery. Here comes Dom rep coming now on the wing, looking to try to get their nine the ball, taking her on a good dribble, deflection, but taken by the keeper. We're 27 minutes into this game, guys, and it is still 1-0. It's nice to hear some support for the home side. I think it's going to factor in. And with Dom Rep and Haiti, I think they're going to be well represented. That there's no doubt about that. All right, guys, as we continue on, we are doing everything. If there's a story in football that has caught your attention, feel free to bring it up and we can definitely discuss. We are also doing a bit of a watch along with the Canada Dom Rep matchup that's happening. So if you guys want to comment on that, it is live if you're in Canada on One Soccer. If you're outside of Canada, you can find it on the CONCACAF channel. And if you can't find it there, VPN. So, guys, feel free to join in and comment any story that has caught your attention this week in football. I mean, we have a lot of interesting ones that are here, whether that is the Man U gain a new manager. We have Bayern winning another German Cup. We have Barca selling out again for the women's side for their Champions League fixture. And then we have U17 and just a question of a preference and wondering who's a team you'd like to see play for friendly right now with World Cups looming or just prepping for other competitions that are coming. A lot of good times that are happening. A nice turn, a nice clearance, but back into the middle. Dom Rep is dangerous. Dominican Republic are playing dangerous, and they are not playing lacking any confidence. Turned over in the middle, looking to know who to play the ball to. Back to the keeper they go. Nearly turned over. Bad pass in the middle. Dom trying to play out to the wing. And we are going from there. All right, so we are at 30 minute in the 30th minute. Canada moving the ball well and really sending in players. Here comes Malouf. Malouf is definitely testing this back line, and Malouf is definitely going to be a player to watch here. So we will see what happens here. But we see that is definitely there. Malouf has the pace and the all right, ball moved into the mid, and Dom Rep is definitely comfortable in this matchup. They are not afraid. They are definitely not afraid. And Pro with the ball off. So Dom Rep is definitely playing well, and that's good to see. About 15 minutes left to go in this half here, guys, and this has been a good matchup. There's no doubt about that. Ball played in. Canada now working into the middle. looking, sending over onto the right. Here. Oh, just wide, shot off wide. They are definitely getting opportunities. They just haven't been able to finish. That's really good to see. I think you'd rather see them getting opportunities than just not being able to not put a ball anywhere. So we are definitely going to keep an eye on this. There's no doubt about that. Man, man, what a interesting. This is man. Perot's looked all right. Malouf has looked good. Domrep definitely feeling like if they can hold on to this, I think that's a good half for them. The question is going to be, are they able to maybe take advantage of it? Ball play back to the keeper, brought in. Nice ball. Ball cut back in. Bad touch, looking for opportunities and cleared by a good ball saved by the keeper, by the defenders. Ball played back. 32 minutes in, guys. What's a story that has caught your attention this week in the world of football or soccer? Let us know. And we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on it as we go. Ball being played around very well. Dom Rep is definitely playing well here. This is before this turns into what is happening at this level. This is definitely a good, even matchup. It's feeling like definitely good play on each side, guys. If you're watching this, let us know. But then again, what stories are you seeing that is interesting into you? Let us know. What interesting stories have you saw that are worth discussing? Let's talk about it. Let's go from there. In the meanwhile, we're going to be watching this Canada nice run through and a foul. And here we go. We have a free kick coming for the Baby Reds. Perot definitely little bit late and reckless on the challenge there. So there's not much you can do there. So here we go. Free kick. Here we are going Hades up on Cuba here, but we have this is going to be very interesting to see what they decide to do. Do they go direct? They definitely have players that they can use to go through. Dom Rep is definitely defending in a wall, trying to take away from anything. Go short. Now ball out wide. Crosses in a dangerous deflection. Could have been put in for no goal, but still. So let's see what comes of this corner. Canada was able to convert on their last one. See if they can bring up another goal coming up here. We're in 35th minute, guys. See if Canada can put in a corner off a set piece. And good work to clear for Dom Rep. Looks like a head-on-head action. It looks like head-on-head action. All right, guys, let me know if you are watching this now or on a rewatch. What stories have caught your attention in the world of football? It could be what's going on with Man U, new manager, but same result on the pitch. We could be talking about Barcelona Feminine, looking at what they're able to really do. Two straight sellouts for Champions League fixtures. Great for women's football. Who would you like to see what next? If we can talk about friendlies, who are you looking forward to seeing your country plays for friendlies if they're at the World Cup, or if you'd like to say we'd be a good rep for this team going. Interesting. We actually did a video about this early this week. I think prepping for Morocco, a good matchup might be Egypt for Canada, for example. They're definitely a good squad that they can use. So it's definitely an interesting thing to keep an eye on that aspect. And then we have just Bayern winning another title. Whatever stories you've seen that have definitely caught your attention, guys, let us know in the comments and we'll go from there. But yeah, we're definitely going to take a look at this and go and enjoy. So player cleared off the pitch and looks like we're going back on throwing for Canada in the Dom reps half. So let's see how they go. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it looks like a throw for Dom rep. So let's see what they're able to do. Ball played around, and we're going to see how it goes. Ball played out to the wing. The wings are there for Canada. It's just a matter of how well they can attack. Oh, and a bad pass in, cleared by Dom rep. Ball played, and just a little bit unsettled, it seems. Canada have definitely looked the better of the two teams, but Dom rep hasn't looked bad. They've definitely been able to build. They just haven't looked good in the final third. But defending wise, breaking up play, they have looked good. Oh, they had Maloof there, but then just missed out. They had Maloof, but then missed out. There we go. Ball in. And there it is. Penalty. Lunging challenge and penalty coming up for Canada. Yeah, late challenge by Diaz there, but good work by Perot on the right. Definitely late. But hey, this keeper, I don't put it past this keeper to making the save. Maloof definitely looking to put this away. So there we go. Rosa Maloof. I think she's at the NDC, the development center there in Ontario. Maloof definitely looking like a feel. I'm not gonna say it. No, let's see. Can she put this goal away for Canada? And she does. 2-0 for Canada. Rosa Maloof penalty in the 39th minute. Canada has looked the better of the teams, but Dom Rep's keeper has been outstanding. They have been outstanding. And for Dom Rep, it's self-inflicted wounds. An own goal and then a penalty that they concede. Definitely, this score is definitely a good representation of how this match has gone. It's been tight, and if it starts to balloon, this needs to be said. Dominican Republic have definitely played a lot better than their record has shown. So definitely good time to watch and good to watch. But Maloof with a goal, 2-0. We're in the 40th minute. Can Canada get a third, or can Dom Rep get one back and really make things interesting? We will see. We will definitely see. Turnover. Felicia Roy with the ball, winning a foul there, looking to play. There's definitely some opportunities. And now they're going to push up. Looks like they're going to try to go set piece from this deep. They are definitely going to work set piece that deep. Can they get one in open play? Now move it back to the center backs, trying to stretch out the line, make the lines move around. Here we go. Pushed in deep. Audi with the ball, slips, shot blocked. Here we go. Ball moved around again. Looking over the ref. Ball tried to clear and loses possession and one back by Canada. I'm trying to breathe, girls. I'm trying to breathe. Monk playing the ball through, playing it through, saying it down. Oh, I need to breathe. Okay, Archibald now on the wing sends the ball in, missed twice, and then now looks like Domrep finally clear the ball, but then right back to Canada, right at midfield. The ball moved out to the right. Now sent in deep. Here comes Maloof. It looks like Maloof gets the ball and a good save. And that was Rose. This is gonna be there's Rose Maloof, and then there's Rose the 9. A good save by Pena. Pena has been great this game. On It's been a fun time. Ah, wonderful times. Man, it's been good times. Good pressure on. Good turn by Canada. Now pushing, using the pace, stretching the game out. Now ball played into the middle. Here we go. Ball played in. Looking they have Maloof. Audie on the left. Using her pace. Gets around. Looks like she can get a shot on target and can't put anything in. But Perot tracks it down before. Another opportunity coming in. Ball sent in low. Unable to come through. Dominican Republic tries to clear it. Send a runner. But Canada has it well defended. Haiti looks like they just put up another goal on. All right, so here we go. And we are definitely looking very good and fun, guys. All righty. So let's take a look at this ball played in. Canada intercepting the ball, played in onto the wing. Here we go. Maloof on the wing. Definitely has some space. She can take on the player. Takes her on, puts it on, and puts it away. Maloof. Rose Maloof. Okay, we see you. I see you. I see you, Maloof. I see you. Man. Okay, so it is 3-0 Canada. Man, what a score. What a line. Man, Maloof has looked good. She has definitely looked good. Maloof with a foul on a keeper. Maloof is definitely looking to get. But we are in the 45th minute. It is 3-0. Oof, that is eager. Maloof now. Down 3-0. Dom rep down. Man, this is, guys, if you guys are here joining us, we're doing a combination of everything. If there's a story in football that's kind of caught your attention, let us know. Anything. We're also kind of watching the Canada Dominican Republic Women's U17 tournament match that's happening. Canada's up 3-0 on that. And we're just kind of enjoying it. As we say, we're chopping it up, enjoying. If you guys got questions or comments of things that have caught your attention, let us know and we'll definitely discuss them. But for the most part, guys, we are here. We're enjoying our time here. All right, boss telling me that looks like Jamaica will challenge them. No, I think I think it'll be an interesting matchup. I think the way it's set up, it's looking like Jamaica and Canada, they're going to be battling for the top of this group, and that's good. I think, though, the 11, the thing you have to keep in mind, Dom Rep isn't a walkover. Okay. He has kept them in this game, and they have been really good. So you may get a bit of a struggle with Dom Rep 2, boss. But yo, thanks for checking in. Do appreciate the love, and we'll go from there. But here we are, 1 minute of extra time. Can Maloof get something? No. And we will see what is there. Ball played in, looking in, and just skies it over. Just got our foot under the ball, didn't strike it well. Looking like it should be the last action of the half, but we are definitely enjoying this so far. First half. Yeah, I mean, guys, there's just stories. Everybody's hopping around, but no, honestly, Dom Rep, their keeper, has been exceptional this first half, making good saves. Great saves keeping them in. But Rosa Malouf definitely has been the bright spot for Canada here. Guys, if you're new here, we do primarily Canadian content as well as African content because we wouldn't be the Africans if we didn't do it. And then we also cover some club football as well. Today was supposed to be This Week in Football, but we have U17 CONCACAF happening. Canada is playing. So we're kind of watching this, keeping an eye on that. But also, if there's a story or a headline that's caught your attention this week in the world of football, put it in the chat and let's talk about it. Let's see what we think about it. What are our options? What can we really do with it? So let's see what we can do with that, guys. And again, if you're stopping by, don't worry. Enjoy the time. We try to do This Week in Football every Sunday. Normally have our other two co-hosts with the game, but we're definitely going to keep an eye on that and go from there. So guys, let's keep the vibes going. Man, I've spent too much time on IMAX. I'm starting to sound Jamaican. Like, let's keep the vibes going. We're going to chop it up and all fun things. But no, this has been a good match so far. Yeah, this has been quite the this has been honestly a good match. A wonderful match, very good. Enjoyed. Man, it has been man, that's been a man, lovely work indeed, guys. So as we're here, let me know what stories have definitely caught your attention this week in the world of football or soccer. We have a lot of interesting stories. If just something for me, Eric Tag coming in and finally getting the position, really, it'll be interesting what happens at Manu as they continue to fall and cycle down the table, it feels like. And I mean, with the results that they're having, it is very interesting. Let's take a quick look at what's happening in the EPL here as we are at halftime with this matchup. So let us definitely take a look at that matchup where we are here. So currently, we have Liverpool and the Man City a point off of each other, which is definitely seen and not a problem. And we are definitely looking forward to see what they're able to do with that. So on the right hand side, we definitely have. So let's pull up the EPL table. We got Chelsea in third, getting a win, too far for second, but now their drop of form definitely leaves them open for a bit. Arsenal able to get a win now and push themselves back up. Makes it a little bit interesting for them when it comes to maybe getting up into third spot. It's not impossible, but it would need Chelsea to continue to slip up. Tottenham in that fifth spot, looking like they are also chasing that fourth spot for Champions League play. Man U slipping down the table with another loss, 3 losses in their last 5. West Ham with a loss, man. Mhm. Definitely going Newcastle things. So yeah, the table definitely can go for the EPL, but you see, boss is here with me. But no, this is definitely a very good shout for things that happened this week. Um, how Barca has basically embraced their women's program. That's their second massive crowd at Camp Nou. And honestly, against Real Madrid, great. Against Wolfsburg, great as well. They definitely look that is great. I'm wondering which next women club is going to really push for it. I know PSG did it for their game against Bayern in their Champions League, and they play today. I forget what the result for that game is, so it's definitely one to keep an eye on. Excuse me. All the reflux, but no, that's definitely an interesting story. And with seeing the growth of women's soccer around. I mean, last week we had what CONCACAF W draw, which got a lot of CONCACAF folks talking for their women's teams. I know Jamaicans feel a way about it, and that could definitely engage. But no, that's definitely a good story to keep an eye on. I'd love to see some of the other English sides like really lean into that a little bit, right? I'd really love to see that. And speaking of women getting off the ground a little bit more locally, League One Women started for Canada, so that's about our third tier for women. It's our only tier, so it's technically our top tier currently, but we're still waiting for that domestic league. For to do that, there are a lot of things to really work out to that. I'm still working on my video on what I think what's happening in the landscape and what I think it could mean. And hopefully that will be done in this week or next week coming out. But definitely one to keep an eye on. No, boss, definitely that is true. Well, it's the next round, and if they're able to win this, it looks like it could be a Barca PSG Champions League final, which hey, that would be good if PSG is able to really put away the results there for what's happening. So yeah, I'm definitely what they've done and what they're doing is very interesting. I've said this kind of in passing different spots, but I think my m- my pick for the next Women's World Cup is definitely Spain. I know the US is ranked 1, but the rate that Spain has been growing, I think Spain could take them. I think this team is like I think the Spain team again. Most of their players are at Barca, and they came up through the Barca academy. And someone had sent me a link. If I can find it, I'll definitely post it at some point. Like how Barca really helped transform the women's program, and it's really something great to keep an eye on. And it's been remarkable in terms of how they were able to use the domestic league to develop their players, move forward on that aspect. But no, it is definitely something to behold, and I'm hoping maybe other countries can take a page from that domestic league wise, especially in CONCACAF. We're always going to put pressure on Canada, but you could see the strides that domestic league has done for teams like Mexico. Mexico using their local league has really improved their female game. And I think they are based off of how they've played and some of the results. You could argue they're probably in that conversation, if not the third best team in CONCACAF right now. Now they're going to have to prove it at CONCACAF W at the senior level where they got Haiti, US, and Jamaica in their group. But no, domestic leagues definitely help to produce, and then it opens the doors for other leagues to get players, right? Because once you have that, then it turns into that. If Canada, for example, is able to get a domestic league going, then players in North America could either go to the NWSL, they can go to the Liga Mexi Feminine, or they can play in Canada. And that can only improve the quality and giving players more opportunities to move ups their opportunity in terms of wages, but then it also ups the quality. So I think, man, Canada, we're waiting on you. Get that domestic league going. And if we're able to do that, then that really opens the door for a lot more growth. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Jamaican eligible. Got true. What was it that they just announced this week? Kadisha Buchanan is. It looks like she's on her way to Real Madrid on the women's side, and there's other names there. I think. Yeah, I think looking at how the women's scene, and again, this by no means is this a referendum on Man City, but man, if I'm players, I mean, Janine Becky, Canadian International, already left. And I mean, it makes sense. You're in a World Cup year. You want to be playing, getting form. Oh, just so happens to go to the team where you have Christine Sinclair on. Definitely good. But no, Spain definitely has the money. I think Spain, the other teams in the Spanish are looking to catch up to Barca. So I could definitely see a bit of an arms race between like Real Madrid and some of the other tier teams that are there that can really push up and really close that gap, right? Think of it as like, yeah, think of it like the Premier League where you have just teams who are stocking up on talent and maybe not playing. I could see definitely. I wouldn't be mad if like a player like Shaw left City and then moved her way to a team in the Spanish Women's League, which let me actually check which teams are there. It definitely is. I mean, Barca's definitely won it, and there's no doubt about it. Let's take a look at what we have going on with it. Right now, they have 16 teams, and wow, yeah, even a club like, I mean, Atletico wouldn't be bad, but Real Sociedad wouldn't be a bad spot. I don't think she'd make those other ones. But no, definitely not a bad spot because Barca's where it is. And I think with teams pushing money. So right now we're looking at the women's table. And Barca, I mean, the goal difference says it all. Barca's on a different level. 146 goals for, one 8 goals against, a goal difference of 138. And then the next biggest one is 37 with Atletico Madrid's female side. Stylistically, I mean, I want to look into that, but I'm wondering, like, if a team like Atletico wouldn't be a bad spot. Let's actually look into this really quickly here. Okay, Sampredo. Okay, Silva, Gerardo, Alexandri. Okay, Baini, Santos, Mascara, Manuel Lopez, Tukara. Okay, yep. So we have a little bit of a mix here. Simon Prieto. I'm wondering if there is. Again, I am a very much novice on the Spanish league, to be honest. Um, I tend to follow where the players are. So if there's Canadians in the league, I pay attention to a little bit more. So like the WSL in England, right? You follow different teams that are there, and you're kind of working for that aspect. So that's kind of where more I would follow more. But no, it's definitely not something that we haven't watched or aren't looking at. So it's definitely an opportunity for us to really look at. But no, definitely a good shout. I think a lot of things going to Spain be very much interesting to take a look at and see what is happening. But no, I wouldn't be mad for like a Bunny Shaw to like move over to Spain if she can find the right fit for her and the right system that can really exploit what she's doing, guys. But no, let's definitely keep an eye on that in terms of stories. Still at halftime, guys. Let me know in the comments if there's any stories that are really looking out and shining out for you. Man, it is definitely. I'm wondering what that's almost something I'd want to look into. What team would really, what would be a good fit? What would be a good fit for Bunny? Looks like the players are starting to go back onto the pitch. Okay, players are looking like they're getting back onto the pitch. Definitely a good match to see, a good match to take a look at. Ooh, good. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know, Phil Jones. I think so, Phil Jones, that's a good question. So it's an interesting thing to look at. I think Eddie, so the players we're talking about are Eddie Nketiah and Iñaki Williams at there. Will they join Ghana? I think Nketiah probably does. If I'm thinking out of the two, I think honestly both could, but I think Nketiah does because you have to keep in mind that right after the World Cup, you have a transfer window, and it's definitely an opportunity for him to really do something. So if he's able to play on right now, the only player who's ahead of him is Felix Afinijan. So can he outplay a 19-year-old backup striker at Roma? I think he has the quality to, and I think that's one of the biggest holes on the team. So if they're able to do that, it really opens up the pitch for them and their opportunities. So I think Nketiah does go. I really do think Nketiah does go. When it comes to Iñaki Williams, that gets interesting. It it gets very interesting if what are the dynamics of like this team when it comes to playing against like because Bilbao only have players, for example, who are in that region. So I'm wondering what that does for him if he has to leave. Or and again, this is just speculating a lot. And Canada just scored a wonderful one-player goal, and Maloof is a monster. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, I'll definitely look up Christian on that. But no, I think they can definitely do it. They're not going to make the span, and it comes to his brother as well. And I think if his brother goes too, that gives Ghana a little bit more depth. So I think I won't be surprised if they all end up there. But I think Nketiah definitely ends up making the choice because if not at Arsenal, it definitely give yourself an opportunity to really showcase yourself on the world stage. So I think Nketiah does go, but I wouldn't be surprised if him, Iñaki, and Nico also end up on the Ghana squad. Then you add, and then you add what we assume is Callum Hudson-Odoi to that team, and then maybe if you add Callum Hudson-Odoi to that team, and then you add what's it called, a Tariq Lamptey. It really does. It doesn't sure up the team, but for the most part, then the only big question on the squad would be goalie. And I think if you think Jojo Walcott can do it, Joseph Walcott, that is, Swindon down keeper, if you think he can fill the job and fill the role, then I think you are definitely looking at the squad and saying, okay, how do we stack up against other teams? But I mean, you're not going to see Adoy play with them until November just because of eligibility rules. Iñaki and Nico could switch when they want to. So it's definitely an opportunity for them to look. Okay, so Canada made a couple substitutions off the back in their game. So that's good. But Boss Thomas, let me actually take a look at this player here. Christian Braithwaite. Okay, let's see what they're all about. All right. Okay, so I have like interesting. Arts Academy. Definitely taking a look. Oh, Christensen. It could be Christensen there. So definitely one. All right. So let's see what we got going on. Haven't been able to find her, boss Thomas. So I'm still gonna look for her and see kind of what's happening there, but haven't been able to find her at this point. But guys, yeah, if you are stopping by, thank you. We're definitely keeping. We're basically. This is basically. This game is basic. The stream is basically a little bit of a U17 watch along, as well as just any questions or stories that have caught your attention, and we're just gonna kind of talk it through and see what's happening. So right now we have a free kick coming for Canada in the 40 or 49th minute, so 50th minute. Let's see if they go direct here. Looks to go short. Play the ball, chipped and saved by the keeper. Nice save. Good save. Again, Dom Rep's keeper has definitely been playing well here. Yeah, I did see that. No, I definitely did see that. Senegal getting Kamara from the guy. There's definitely a good quality out there, and I think, and that's why Senegal definitely striking their team is good. All they need to do, their one spot, I think it's the right back, who's like Ligue 2 in France. And if they're able to upgrade that position, Senegal to me, they're not a perfect team, but I don't see many flaws with that starting 11. But no, African teams are loading up, so I'm here for it. I am definitely here for it. Canada putting the ball in to the square, saved by the keeper. Another corner for Canada coming up here. No, that is definitely Senegal, man. That is, yeah, I did see that. And I was thinking, man, this could be, nah, this is definitely interesting. I'm wondering, yo, Phil Jones, you're out in England there. Are there any teams in England that they're looking for that you think would be good friendly matchups for them based off of the teams that they're playing, are just good matchups just to test them? Guys, if you got any friendly conversations or friendly teams you think would be great setups, let us know in the chat here because that's something I wanted to kind of discuss as well. What are good friendly what are good friendly options for teams you think you'd like to face? I think for again the Canadian side of me, I'd say Canada playing Egypt would be a nice. I think that'd be a good setup. I know Egypt and Italy and Algeria are the easy ones that people will look at, but I think Canada playing Egypt, a good solid defense might be a good reps for them to play a team like Morocco eventually. Not quite the pace that Morocco has, but still the danger in terms of defending, but also players that you have to keep an eye on. Oh, you're in Jamaica? Well, sorry. Miss apologies to you. But still, then let's use Jamaica as an example. Is there a team you think Jamaica could play that's prepping for the World Cup you think would be a good challenge for them to prep them for a team that they're playing, right? What would be the options for definitely a good thing to take a look at. Definitely a good thing to take a look at. Long ball sent in. Oh, Maloof. Oh, just off. That looked like perfectly. They are definitely playing that line. Sorry, Phil Jones. I'm sorry I assumed you were English. I'm sorry for ever making that assumption to you. Forgive me, please. No, but it's definitely, I'm wondering, like, yeah, so on that notion, who is the who is the team you think Jamaica could play that could really prep them for the World Cup? That is the question we want to ask. So, who are the players? What team do you think Jamaica plays stylistically like this team? Is Jamaica a good Canada prep team, for example, like a full squad Jamaica? Would you say if you're trying to play Canada, that's a team you want to play, or would it be someone else? Colombia. Oh, okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. They are definitely a good squad to keep an eye on for friendlies. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Colombia for now. Is that Colombia with your full squad or Colombia? or is that Colombia? What reference point for that, right? I think Colombia would be a good chance for any team, but no, like, give me some expand on that a little bit. Okay, no, I like that. I would enjoy that. I think that wouldn't be a bad matchup in terms of teams that just fell short. That would be a good option for them to look at. Definitely ball into the middle. Ball played out and well done again and fouled. But no, yeah, a full squad Jamaica versus a full squad Colombia. I think that would be good prep right before. Yeah, it would be good prep right before Nations League, right? Play them and then go play Mexico. Definitely, that would be a good preparation match for them. Good preparation match with them for sure. And here we go. Ball down the middle threaded, sent over and sent over. Save again. Okay. Yeah, Maya's definitely been a keeper and a keeper. But no, yeah, a full squad Jamaica versus a full squad Colombia would definitely be a matchup that I would be all for. Definitely all for. Looks like Canada here is on a corner. Again, Dom Reps keeper. This game should be much. Ooh, Scotland would be nice as well. Depending on what they do, how about Wales? I know they still have what's left of Gareth Bale, but still, that is a good side that I wouldn't mind. I would not mind. Scotland and Wales are not terrible sides to definitely have a fixture against. So I am those wouldn't be bad. And especially you can do those in Europe if you just go over there. Definitely. Definitely would be a good opportunity to see Scotland and Wales in Europe. I think more European friendlies would be easier. I don't know how many teams would take their squads down to Jamaica or CONCACAF for the most part. Maybe Mexico, maybe the States. I don't know how many squads would actually come in and do that. But yeah, if you get some there, have a Camp Jamaica. I mean, in Canada, we call them Camp Poutines whenever they're just big camps. So maybe like maybe just a camp patty. No, we're not going to do that. No, but Scotland have a camp in Europe and then play it there and then see kind of what's happening on that aspect. Because I think that wouldn't be bad. Get to see maybe some players who are thinking about it as a friendly, get them some minutes, get some reps, even if it accelerates their clock with England, or it just says England just like, yeah, that's fine. You can have them. And they can go either way with it. But yeah, I think Scotland versus Jamaica in Scotland, or if they can set it up in Europe, wouldn't be a bad option. Would not be a bad option at all. I definitely wouldn't mind that. For Canada, I think, yeah, if you can get Italy or the Netherlands, would be good reps for both uh, Belgium and Croatia if you're Canada. So I wouldn't hate those two. And then it would just come down to finding the right matchups and playing, maybe testing some players, a few younger ones there. Again, I think if you're Canada, you have a better shot of getting games in Europe than you are getting teams to come to Canada, just because you have Gate, but then also just most players are essentially one player or the next. But we're definitely going there, guys. If there's a story that's caught your attention that we've talked about, how many Ghanaian descent players might come in. We've talked about. Ooh, see, I thought about that. That would be a good matchup, but I don't know if that stylistically prepares you for what's it called? I don't know if that prepares you for Morocco. I don't know if that prepares. It's a good if they were playing Senegal, I'd say play Ivory Coast for sure. And then we got Phil Jones saying Ivory Coast. If they were in Senegal's group, I'd say for sure, yeah, that's a good matchup. But I think you're playing Morocco wouldn't be a bad matchup, but I think Morocco may be a little bit more. Maybe they're a little bit more defensively sound. They don't have the better. Now, the more I think of it, the more I'm talking myself into it, the more I'm like, yeah, that actually makes sense. That's actually not a bad call. That's not a bad shout. Ivory Coast probably would have to do that in Europe. I don't know. Well, would the Ivory Coast come to Canada? Is the question. Because if they came to Canada, it'd definitely be interesting. I think of the teams, they definitely could do it. But I do wonder if that's the right move. But we'll see. The more I've thought about it, the more I'm like, huh, interesting. South Korea? In Korea, I'll do it. I honestly want this. If we're going to talk Canada, the men's side, I want them to be on the road as much as possible. I know playing at home is fun and it's great for them, but I want them to be on the road as much as possible. Build that cohesiveness, continue to build on the camaraderie, but also play, learn how to put away a team. I think that's the one struggle with some CONCACAF teams. They are just atrocious on the road. They haven't been able to get results. So I need them to get results on the road. So that means they play all their friendlies away. I know as a fan, you'd love to see them play in Canada, but every option, especially South Korea, give me South Korea in South Korea. Give me Song and Seoul. I don't mind that. I do not mind that at all. Give me South Korea in South Korea as a matchup. I do not mind that at all. So for me, yeah, I want more. I know, again, getting them at home would be great. Get to celebrate, get the prep, but it's all about getting them some adversity. Their CONCACAF experiences weren't as good as we like to remember them to be, right? I mean, a game they drew at Jamaica, they drew at Jamaica, drew at Mexico, drew in the US. I think that wouldn't see because now, like, if you're breaking down teams player per player, right? Denmark wouldn't be a bad shout if you're trying to maybe look at say, can we recreate some of what Modric does with Ericsson, if that's fair or not. Though Norway, how do you deal with Holland? And the same breath, how are you going to deal with a Lukaku? Yes, he's not in form now, but as he continues to go into the game, he definitely becomes now a much more interesting player. So yeah, Holland isn't a bad thought in terms of a matchup. If you're looking for a team with a big striker that you have to deal with and contend with, and Norway has some other players too, but trying to contend with a big striker like that, definitely to keep an eye on. So, guys, we are here. Thanks for everyone who has been stopping by. Really been appreciating it. We are talking about if there's a story in football that's caught your attention, let us know. Also, we are keeping an eye on this Canada Dominican Republic women's U17 matchup. It is currently 5-0. Dom Rep's goalie has been a wall. So, if you're wondering, you're thinking Canada's slipping, no, Dom Rep's goalie is good. Dom Rep's goalie, I think, is the best goalie so far. Dom Rep's goalie has just tipped it over the crossbar. She has been that good. This game could easily be 10-0. Easily could be 10-0. Canada making a couple more substitutions, keeping the squad fresh. Well done. But yeah, guys, if there's a story in football that has caught your attention, let us know. If whether it's, I mean, we've talked about Barca's women program selling out CANMNT again. We've talked about which Ghanaian players of descent might join the team. We've talked about a lot. But yeah, and then we've been talking about recently just friendly matchups. What friendly matchups would you like to see if your team's at the World Cup or team's prepping for the World Cup? And kind of break it down from there, guys. So let us know in the chat as we go. And just really, yeah, thank you for spending a little time with us. Do appreciate it. Truly do appreciate it. Now we got Can with the ball on the wing, waiting for any commentary. And ball played. Nope, still in. Played back out. Canada making three subs just now, taking Audie off, looking to play, turning in the box, played back out. It's like another cross in. Ooh, she is a brick wall. This goalie is a brick wall. Three players I'd like to see at Wolves. It's a good question. They need another. See, Wolves has basically become. Wolves has basically become Portugal FC to one extent or the other. They need another. If he comes back on loan, I want to see Corbianu and what he's able to do, because I think adding another aspect of dynamic play could work. Let's see. Player wise, who do we have? What other players could we look at? They need another nine. They definitely need another nine. Now, if you're going to play defensive and have players on that aspect there, I think a player like, and I'm not trying to just give. I'm wondering who down there would be, but Wood wouldn't leave. So that's interesting. They definitely like right now for Wolves, they need another nine, in my opinion, because Raul. I mean, as much as he's come back, he's not the same player that he was. So they need something that's either at that level or not. Now, what players are there available? I won't lie. When I think about things, there are definitely aspects of like Canadian buy. So think, maybe a Kyle Aaron wouldn't be terrible there. Just an opportunistic type forward who can work well and make those runs late. But the thing is with Raul, he is a creator as well as a player on that aspect. And Canada, and now putting it away. Now it's 6-0 for Canada. Good goal. And now it begins. But man, I'd say they need a striker to either play behind. Ooh, Belletti Torino on a free. That is. Let's look at that transfer market. Let's look at that transfer market. Let's take a look at the transfer market. See what we got for them. I don't even know if I'm at this point where I think the loading now will take all its time. Lovely. And what a thing. Okay, let's go. Ready? Be a bad aspect or player. Hmm. Yeah, I can't go. I can't think too much on it right now for some reason. I cannot think too much on it. Not a bad opportunity. But no, yeah, I think when it comes to Wolves, I mean, if they're going to continue to play that style, they need another nine, a good nine that can drop in 10 and let their pacey wingers come through. So I think a, rep- a backup or someone to push Jimenez, maybe someone in their academy coming, which is why I brought up Theo Corbianu coming back. He's been looking better at Dons than he was at Sheffield Wednesday. So I think that's two players I think that could come in and help them. But that's looking at it from a very economic standpoint. I think man, as I said it earlier, I was like, I just need this team to decide what they want to do. And every time they decide to do something, the table flips on its head. And then it's like, well, they're not fully out of it. No, stop it. They're only, what, two solid games out, one game out. If they win their next game, next thing you know, they're 2 points out of that Europa conference. And that's not terrible. But I don't think they're going to get any European competitions this year. And if you're Wolves, I don't know if you are happy with that. I mean, you shouldn't be, but you're Wolves. So how do you sleep at night? These are the questions. Here comes Canada on the wing, playing out. Have a free runner deep. And we are going. Yeah, I don't think that suits David. I mean, David could play that. The one thing that David has done this year, you don't see it in the goals this much, but he's definitely been a bit better, especially we see him playing for Canada. He fills in that 10 role when he's dropping as that second striker when they play with Laren. So he could combine well with some of those wingers at Wolves, to be perfectly honest. So it could fit, but I think that doesn't suit him. I just with Jonathan David, I just think he ends up in Serie A. I don't know why. And that's just what my gut is telling me. And I could totally be wrong, but I think a team, what any of the Milans would be good options for him. But yeah, I just think he ends up in Serie A. He definitely ends up in Serie A. That's kind of what my gut is telling me right now. I think that pace suits, not that he needs to be playing that slow, but I think that pace might suit him a little bit better. And we'll definitely take a look at that. Potence, Silva, Trincao, Chiquinho, Pedro Neto, João Moutinho, Ruben Neves, Semedo. Like, it just feels like Huang, as a center forward, hasn't performed terribly. He hasn't, but they need more production from back there. As exciting as I would be with that, I don't know if that's what you want. Oh, it looks like Canada's conceded a penalty. And let's see if they give up a goal. And keeping an eye on this. Do they concede? And this would be a well earned for how they've defended. But they have to convert. This would be well earned if they're able to convert. Let's go. 74th minute here. Canada just conceded a penalty. Let's see if Dom Rabbit can convert here and give themselves something to pick up. And she skies it over and misses. Hits the crossbar. And I don't know how the so wow, that's a seeing the replay is that's a that's a ball don't lie moment. If I didn't know one, it's definitely a ball don't lie moment. Player gets pulled down by her hair, and as she's grabbing her hair, the ball comes there and it hits her arm, and they call the penalty. Then she hits the crossbar on the penalty kick. That's a ball don't lie moment. Played into the middle, and here we go. Players looking good run. I wouldn't see that's like honestly, Phil Jones. That is my low key. They could pick someone up. West Ham is low key interesting because they tried to ride Antonio, and Antonio was able to perform well. But what they failed to do with him coming to Jamaica and playing, they failed to really adequately find that replacement. And that's where I think, man, they really a David wouldn't be terrible, but even like someone who can be a little bit more physical there, a player who's an interesting forward, someone who's a good combiner. Like I'm not thinking Harry Kane, but someone like in that mold that can kind of play. Because with Antonio, they move him around up top there, so it's definitely a player to keep an eye on. Man, who would be a good player? Because that West Ham needs that backup there. If they can find a striker that is interesting and can play well, if they give him some rest, that I think only makes him better. Wesker from Burnley wouldn't be a bad shout. I mean, before he moved, I think Chris Wood wouldn't have been a bad shout of a player in terms of that. But I think, yeah, Uyghurs from Burnley wouldn't be bad. Who else? Who's getting relegated? Who would be interesting? Let's take a look at that table. Watford, Burnley or Watford? I'm wondering. Everton. Everton. I feel like someone on Everton wouldn't be a bad shout. Someone from Everton wouldn't be a. I'm wondering what they have. Let me actually take a look, pull this up here. But da Begovic, no. Ben Godfrey, yes, no. Tucson, no. Rodon, no, too old. Calvert Lewin, R. Richarlison, those two wouldn't be terrible shouts. Dominic Calvin Lewin is 46 though, but you'd have to play a second. Here's a question, and I'm throwing this name out. Dominic Calvin Lewin, Calvert Lewin. Would you trust? Yeah, I see why, but I mean, let's be real. I mean, it's a fire sale at Man U with the new manager. Like everything's discounted. So yeah, take your pick of players. I wouldn't even be mad if what's it called? I wouldn't even be mad if someone and I know the situation with him is what it is, but I you know what? No, I'm not even gonna bring him up. But there's a player at Man U that we've all pretty much forgotten about, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone looked at him and said, we could steal him, right? We could steal him. No one will know. yoink him out and just have him there. I'm not going to say his name, but you know who I'm talking about. And that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever if they try to steal a player, that specific player. Man, Rashford as a winger, though, like that doesn't. It's not that it doesn't help them, but like they need, honestly, West Ham need a backup for Antonio. If they can get another striker of decent quality, that puts them in that leaves them in a good position. But if they're gonna try to play this game where they're like, yeah, let's just try to do this and get Rashford doesn't help them. Yeah, he more than likely is. He more than likely is. He more than likely is. And I think that's the thing. West Ham can find another sh- and that's where like I think a player like and I'm trying to think specifically like in a even like if a player like yeah, like even in Nketiah getting him in wouldn't be a bad move to have him as a backup to Antonio for West Ham because right now West Ham's like second strikers are basically let's literally pull this up here. Mikel Antonio and that's the list. Mikel Antonio, and then you'll either play Bowen up top. Benrahma can play a little bit there. Lazzini can give you a little bit. Vlasic can give you a little bit. They just did. That's the most frustrating thing because that's what they needed this entire time. And they just didn't address it. Hell, even the Kyle Larin behind that wouldn't be terrible. You'd want him to be playing, but man, that is just come on, guys. Come on. Literally. It's just like, what are we doing? It is literally that, man. Huh. So I think that's the key thing. Like, if they can, West Ham can get another playing Yarmolenko up there. Like, that is the more I look at West Ham's season, it's just like you ran out of gas, but you ran out of gas because you didn't stop to get gas. You saw it on E and you just decided, no, we're good. We're just going to. That's just it, man. Dawson is a block. He is, but come on, like you have to. Their issue was like they were getting mad production off the beginning, and then they just weren't able to sustain it at the end. And their problem was they and we talked about this on the pod the other day. Their issue, I think, was like they could play up to competition, but they played to the level that they played always. And that was frustrating. They'd play up, but then they'd play down. It's like you beat Arsenal and then you draw Burnley. It's like, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? And that was the frustrating thing because they literally were just, yeah, we can beat you. And then play at that level. So that was just frustrating overall. So yeah, man, West Ham. And we're going back to this. We're just going to keep on doing this, man. It's just was frustrating. That season overall was just frustrating. Guys, if you're here keep Canada, Dominican Republic. We've had like 3 goals called back for offside or fouls, and Canada's pressing for that other one. 1 goal takes them to the top of the table here, and Canada coming on the wings. I will say this has been a lot more difficult than people give it credit for. And ball cleared, and ball cleared. Here we go. Yeah, man. EPL teams. I wonder what Richarlison wants to do now because if Everton gets relegated, yeah, I am trying to leave. I am trying to leave again. The problem with him is he's a player that you need to play in a position that would be interesting. Richarlison or Dominic Calvert-Lewin, either of those two moving up wouldn't be terrible choices. Mitrovic. Um, I feel like 30 is my number for him next season. Next season, I think 30 is the number. 30 is the number. Allen and Canada gets their 8th goal, in case anyone was wondering. So we are at the top of the table. Some things never change, he says jokingly. But no, man, that is definitely an opportunity for them. I think Mitrovic, 40 goals. We aren't talking what's this? Yeah, we're talking championship Mitrovic, right? We're not talking Steph Mitrovic, Serbian Canadian. We're talking championship Mitrovic. Man, game is 8-0 Canada. Probably should have updated that. Yeah, I will update it. I will update it indeed. Guys, if you guys have been stopping by, thank you for the love and support. Truly appreciate it. Truly, truly appreciate it. And we shall see how we go from there. Canada saying ball in. See how we're doing. One is watching. I didn't even check what we're doing for likes. I'm wondering what we actually are doing for likes. 6. Lovely. I don't mind that at all. We did good, guys. Ball out on the wing. Championship. Yeah, I think he gets another 30 next year. He gets another 30 next year for sure. I think 30 is the number he gets. No doubt about it. 30 is the number he gets. Yes. So I do wonder what that does. Yeah, he definitely gets 30. Who's on their way up, actually? Who is on their way up? Championship level. Let's take a look really quickly. English championship table. Oh, in the EPL? Nah, not in the EPL. I think if it was in a championship, he get 30. I think in the EPL, I think I'll go with 20. 20 is my line. I think, or I think he can bag 20 in the Prem because I think some teams he can just go. I think he'll be Costco shopping 3, he'll put in like 4 against one team specifically in 2 matchups, and then those will be where he kind of grows his numbers that way. But I think 20 is his max. I don't think he goes any higher than 20. And that is 9 for Canada. Alan, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Ooh, yes, indeed. Man, but yeah, I think 20 is his max in the Prem next year. And speaking of which, we have team looking up. Fulham looking like they're in. Huddersfield. Luton Town was been a fun story to kind of track. Nottingham Forest looking good as well. Huddersfield and Bournemouth definitely interesting. I'm wondering who was able to actually get promoted outside of the other two. Yeah, I could see that. I think Reed could definitely be a player who gets he's a championship level player, quote unquote, stench on him, if you're going to call it that. So it wouldn't surprise me. And I think there's enough teams that are thinking, yeah, I think if I'm Fulham, I'm thinking like, who do we need to upgrade to get players to that level? I mean, they're there. So it's really comes down to what are the players that we need to get going. But yeah. But I could see him. But like, let's look at that league here. For some reason, my share is not sharing right now. Okay, English Championship table. All right, there we go. So Bournemouth. Championship wise, what we got? Carvalho, Alexander Mitrovic. Yes, good old boy. Shabala, cool. Yeah, Bobby Reed. Bobby. Bobby and Michael. What has Bobby done for us this year? Let's pull up his 7 goals, 7 assists. It's not a bad year, just not exceptional. It's not terrible. It's just, unfortunately, when you have misses like sitters like that, that's all you will ever remember of him. I think he stays. I think he might stay for a little bit, but man, if you have to upgrade that position, you upgrade that position. There's no doubt about it. Because what can you really do? You got to do that. All right, guys, we are Canada breaking down again. Ball off the head. Canada moving it, seeing if they get 10. And they get 10. In the 93rd minute, they got their 10. And they are not disappointed in their 10. Guys, thanks everyone who stopped by. Enjoy. We are watching this Canada. We are definitely watching this Canada Dom Rep Canada U17 matchup. And truly just been, man, I will say this again. If this girl, if Pena, who is the Dominican Republic keeper, doesn't get any accreditation, yes, she let in 10 goals, but the saves she's put in have kept it at 10 goals. It could have been much worse. So Jamaicans in the chat, if you guys are watching, yeah, Dom Rep got 10, but this is not an easy 10. And man, I am well done, guys. Well played. It looks like Canada's going to try to go for an 11th here. They push the ball up. Looking on the attack. I think this is the last action of the game. Ball turned over, and there it is. Canada has finished off this match, winning it by a score of 10-0. Man, guys, thanks to everyone who stopped by. Man, just really well. But honestly, not disappointing with the result. But yeah, out here showing love. Yo, Benjamin, I see you, man. Appreciate that. Yo, message me. We got to do some. I want to talk a little Peru with you later on. So message me when you can. Find me either. Just message my email's on the channel. So send me an email so we can set something up because I do want to talk a little Peru with you. Kind of doing that. Hopefully they're able to qualify because I want to see them at the World Cup. But yeah, we'll definitely go. Benjamin, thank you for showing some love. Guys, everyone else who was here has been showing love. Truly do appreciate it. Someone going to shocker. Yeah, Fabio tweeted. Yeah, I did. I did. I saw a piece of that, but then I was just coming out, so I didn't have a chance to really look at it. But no, that is definitely a fair point. I do wonder what that does. I really do wonder what that does. But yeah, team going as we go. Perfect, man. Definitely appreciate that. But yeah, we have guys, it's been a fun hour and 40 minutes. It turned into a watch along of the game. But guys, thanks for everyone who's been stopping by, giving questions, answers, and whatnot. I'm looking forward to. We're gonna try to do this every week. Again, we weren't able to do it last week. Life happens. Sometimes you can't kind of keep up with it. But let us know for that. We're gonna be working on content going throughout the week to kind of go through. We do want to continue to look at things. We want to do a bit of a preview on all the African teams. We did start a series. We won't have a video for it tomorrow, but we definitely will have a video for it next week where we're looking at like potential players who could join African teams going to the World Cup. And then we have the Canadian content that's coming here and far. So be on the lookout. We do have a schedule. We do African content on video on Tuesday, the women's side of the Canada on African content on Monday, women's side on Tuesdays for Canada women. Thursday we have men's. And then Friday, we have CONCACAF stuff. Wednesday is usually for youth stuff. So we'll probably have a youth video in this week. We just kind of figure out with our time and everything. But guys, be on the lookout for that. And if you aren't already, we do have a podcast, The Africans, that is there. Make sure you give it a follow, listen to our content. We put some of our video contents there. Sometimes it goes there first and then it goes on to YouTube or vice versa. But guys, thank you so much for the time you've given us today. Really do appreciate what we've been able to do here. And as we look to sign off, we will definitely take a look at what games are coming up. But guys, thanks for spending some time with us today. Truly appreciate it. It's just a question from the African saying for the time being, bye-bye for now.